So, welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and we have another look at crypto today, and especially Bitcoin. So, as usual, this is my TradingView page. Go check it out for some regular updates here on various markets, but mostly, of course, crypto and stock market. So, thank you very much for checking it out and leaving a like, and as well, go to my Instagram page for some fun along the way, posting some memes on a regular basis. So yeah, I'll also check it out. Follow me here and leave a like. So thank you very much for that, and actually also thank you for clicking on my video today. Make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel for continuing updates on these market moves. So moving on to the price, I'm not going to talk about too much about price today. I'm going to go into some data analysis on Bitcoin and where we're currently at. So make sure you stick through this video. So yeah, we are now at the 9 sell actually here on Bitcoin today. I just bought actually another small position in Bitcoin because I do like this chart very much on various time frames. For especially 12-hour and 4-hour time frame is looking very nice in my opinion. My target was just missed. I actually wanted to enter here on this retest of this triangle trend line. I just missed it on BitMax, sadly, of course, but that is a-okay. So I now added a small position again because I do think this trend line is valid. If it gets broken, then I do think we will come back down maybe to the lower 6,000s, maybe 6,100-ish, to create another higher low and then move higher again. So I do think there is still a lot of bullish momentum left here in Bitcoin. If we even break 5,600, then I would look for a longer term uptrend, and I would then look out for a 3-day higher low. We are now having a 3-day a green 2 above a green 1, and we had this 9 buy on the 3 days, so this was quite significant. You can also see these green 2s after these accumulation phases were quite significant, so that is a thing to keep an eye out for. The weekly time frame, it will be quite important. If we move all the way up to 8,000, that would be, of course, be pretty bullish here on Bitcoin. Maybe formed a huge reverse candle. We still have a few days left here in March, so that is still a thing I will keep an eye out as well. But mostly this 9 sell will be pretty important. So that's actually already it for this price analysis, and I will now go into Bitcoin in its data analysis. So I do think while so many people have now a lot of time on their hands and maybe don't even know what to do with, especially now also with economic uncertainty, basically endless QE, quantitative easing of the banks. They just stated that they will basically print endless money, so endless QE, until the economy is somewhat stable. Of course, that is complete nonsense. If you look at past history, then of course then you would know that printing money does not resolve in economic stability. Quite the opposite, actually. For example, there are many hyperinflations. I'm not going to say that the US dollar will be a hyperinflation, but it will inflate its money supply even stronger and even larger. So that is also a thing why my distrust has grown exponentially in the last few weeks, actually, and why I even more think that Bitcoin will be of importance as a global store of value. Maybe not as much as a regular way of payment, but as I said, as a store of value similar to gold, I do think there is a strong likelihood of that being valid and actually being played out. So yeah, as I said, so looking at some of these data models, you can see basically sort of moving averages just calculated by price movements, and also you can see where prices is extending and so basically oversold and overbought. And if you want to know something about moving averages and how they are programmed, then definitely make sure you look at one of my latest videos called Moving Averages Explained. Yeah, so that is that. But you of course could go here down under and read what this indicator means and how it's programmed. But just looking at it, you can see that we are again here in the oversold territory, and usually an accumulation down here in this phase, even if it's rather short, resembled in strong returns, exponential returns over the next like weeks and months. So usually months and maybe even years. So that is also a thing why I do, or a reason why I do think it's now time to buy in. Of course, this is not financial advice, so you still have to make your own decisions. But looking at something like the stock to flow model, also very known on the Data Dash channel, you can see, that is very straightforward how it is displayed here on the chart. You can see these color movements and what they basically mean. So green and blue mean overbought and moving into bearish territory, and you can see that these red phases are mostly signaling start of the next bull market. And you can see how we had now this dark bluish phase of the stock to flow model and are now moving into the purple one, and this usually is about a 1 month, or was of course in the past about 1 month. So this would now be finished, and we could actually, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to load it up again. So as I said, we're now here in this purple phase. So this is usually the last phase of accumulation before then moving into a stronger bull market. And I do think that now there is a lot of fundamental soundness in Bitcoin, and why it has the chance and possibility to actually see strong returns over the next months. Basically, because the central bank is going to print endless money. So, and you can see that we now should be reversing to the mean, which is around 8,000 currently. So we would now, as I said, or actually around 7,000, 8,000, yeah, around that level. So we would now go back to the mean usually, and then move below it for multiple months before then breaking above it, which then could signal a selling opposition or a selling possibility here above 10K. So and you can look closer at these data models. They are quite interesting and quite significant in various ways. And you can see, for example, this 200 weekly moving average. And of course, I also talked about it, how we now again wicked down to similar to what we did back here with this capitulation phase, touching it and actually breaking shortly below it, but now holding once again above it. So that is a key thing why Bitcoin, of course, also is now in an area of accumulation after seeing capitulation. So as I said, a reason, another reason for a possible bullish upside in the near future. So yeah, I don't think I will get into this analysis much further. But as I said, definitely take a look at these charts. I mean, you have now the time on your hands. Maybe you even have some cash and don't know what to do with it, or where to put it. Of course, I won't tell you to buy Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor, but now is the time to think about these things. And yeah, so and especially how these countries are led by, you know, politic personalities and so on. So thank you very much for watching this video today. Hope you get something out of it. Yeah, I hope you stick around in these very interesting, maybe even maybe even troublesome times. Make sure you take care and, you know, don't do too much stupid things out there, and also keep a level head and don't panic in these times. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. As I said, click the subscribe button down below and like it. I would very much appreciate it. So that's that, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend coming up for yourself. So yeah, see you guys and girls, you people, back next time. Bye.